otc-bitcoin.org, otc-bitcoin.org. We're going to do a fundamental analysis of NEO and ADX, and for that matter, all China coins. Because people, you seem to have this idea that just like America, China has a free market economy, and you can have this company and that company, and you can have this coin developer and that coin developer, and they can do their thing, and then if a dispute happens, it's kind of like Apple and Microsoft disputing who made their UI first, and both ripped off Xerox anyway, and then it goes to the Supreme Court, and then they fight. That doesn't happen in China. I'm going to explain that to you and show you the relationship between ADX, NEO, and even Walton Coin, WTC, in a second, right now. This is our website, otc-bitcoin.org. If you need 24-hour fund management, click here. If you want to talk about OTC Bitcoin trading, if you want to contact us for large amounts of Bitcoin, click here. This is our website. And this is our free Telegram room for Bitcoin secrets and signals. Okay, so this is what I've got to show you here, okay? Got it? All right, so here's the news. ADX becomes the first DApp-based coin on NEO. Okay, so ADX is working with NEO. That's pretty clear. This is a Medium post. Let's look at the Merkle. I love the Merkle. Just a great report. Partnership between ADX and NEO catapults ADX exchanges. Partnership makes it sound like two different separate entities decided, hey, there's kind of a synergy between us, isn't there? Let's talk about working together. That's not actually what happens in China, folks. Okay, that was this. Now, we're going to zoom into this here. Okay, so Elastos will explore technological values and applications of blockchains, and it'll become the OS for the blockchain. And NEO enables developers to create blockchain applications quickly. Okay, this is fine. So there's a new company called Elastos that apparently wants to partner with NEO. Guess what? You see anybody that's familiar to you? You see anybody that's familiar to you? Anybody that's familiar to you? I'm going to zoom out here. This was taken from NASDAQ, okay? All right, so let's zoom out now. Guess what? Let's go to ADX, okay? Since we're talking about ADX, and since we're talking about ADX and NEO, and we're talking about Elastos and NEO, let's look at ADX and zoom out of ADX, and guess what? You see anybody look familiar to you? Anybody? Anybody? If you wanna, your mom. Okay, so we covered this screen, we covered this screen. We didn't cover this screen or this screen yet. So let's not quite summarize yet. Let's go here to Princeton University, Princeton EDU, Gregory C. Chow. He sounds Chinese, probably knows what he's talking about. He's in Princeton. He's probably a PhD. I don't know. I haven't looked him up. I don't like doing due diligence on people. It just seems creepy, doesn't it? Anyway, listen to what he says. Gregory C. Chow. Just so you know, I have other people do due diligence for me on people. I just don't like to do it myself. Okay, so more recently, the global economic recession of China's have increased the importance of economic planning. We're talking about the importance of central planning here. Central planning for the government. Central planning. Do you know what that means? What central planning means is that China doesn't work like America, where Apple and IBM suddenly decide to, or Apple and Microsoft decide to have this huge fight, or Apple and Samsung America decided to have this huge fight over patents and trademarks and stealing employees, just like Uber and Google had, and on their self-driving cars and their technologies. And then suddenly the Supreme Court steps in and they decide, well, this. No, that would never happen in China. You know what happens in China? China tells Apple, you develop this. China tells Microsoft, you develop this. This is why China has a version of everything. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. When China decides to do something, hey, I think Bitcoin is going to go somewhere. Let's move into Bitcoin. And all these guys in suits in the national parliament, they sit around in the Red Party and they say, okay, who do we appoint as the lead to decide everything that's going to happen within the blockchain space? Oh, I don't know. Let's just let everyone fight. No. They pick somebody and they tell that somebody to pick everybody else. I'm not saying that the Chinese government picked Jihan Wu. That's not what I'm saying. They probably didn't, okay?